Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Citroen reached out to me and asked if I would like to have the C3 for a few days, and I was like, I'm down. I asked them for the turbocharged version, but unfortunately, that did not happen. Remember, the C3 is available with two powertrain options in India. However, don't let that stop you from checking this one out, because this is just as good. And if you're on a tight budget and willing to adopt a new brand, this might be the right one for you. Citroen actually sells two different C3 models depending on the market. The C3 in Europe is not the same. I mean, it's built on a different platform altogether. The C3 you're seeing here is a low budget version that is on sale in India and South America. In India, it has a big list of competitors, and sadly, a lot of people don't even know that this model exists, because this honestly is a pretty good package. The C3 in India is available in two trims, Live and Feel, and this of course is the Feel trim with all the creature comforts you could possibly need in this price point. The dual tone paint scheme you're seeing here is an optional extra, and the contrasting elements you might have seen in the showrooms and ads are part of the optional vibe pack. As for styling, the C3 follows the path created by the Renault Kwid, meaning it's a hatchback that is designed to look like a rugged SUV. From the front, that is. If you like the looks of the Tata Punch, then I don't see why you would not like this one. Both are equally quirky, aren't they? As for the other exterior features, you get halogen headlights, LED running lights, and 15-inch steel wheels. That's right, even the range topping trim does not get alloy wheels. But you get a ton of options in the aftermarket world. Old school flap type handles with the lock positioned somewhere else, because remember, we are talking about a budget crossover here. This range topping model also comes with gloss black roof rails, but I'm not entirely sure if these are just for show or functional. Please do check with your dealer before mounting anything. Let's check out at the interior then, shall we? Once you're in, you sit pretty high up, just seeing the bonnet, which I guess is the point of such crossover hatchbacks. The driver's seat offers manual height adjustment if you need to sit even higher. The dashboard and door panels all have cheap hard plastics, but again, we are looking at a budget crossover, so can't really complain. The aforementioned vibe pack gets you this panel in a contrasting color, but even if you don't go for those options, this has a different color which is visible under the bright sunlight. Some of the key features include a 10.2-inch touchscreen, which is a joy to use because it is fast and responsive, and the layout is easy to understand. It is currently paired with my smartphone, and I can use Android Auto for navigation.
There's another cool feature I wanted to show you guys. When you turn on the headlights, the brightness of the touchscreen gets reduced automatically so that you're not distracted.
You also get this digital instrument display. It's a very simple one, nothing fancy. You don't even get a rev counter, but you do get fuel temperature and gear shift indicators. There's the manual AC, of course, all 4 power windows. The power window switches for the rear occupants are located in the center console for cost cutting reasons, because the base model gets only front power windows. What else I can tell you guys? The front passenger gets a vanity mirror, but not the driver. There's no vanity mirror for the driver. I guess the driver can use his selfie camera. The speakers are pretty good for the price, I guess. The audio quality is decent. As for the rear seat comfort, the driver's seat is set to my driving position. I'm 5'8" for reference, and as you can see, I am pretty comfortable here. My knees are not actually touching the backrest, and the thigh support is also pretty good. And you also get plenty of headroom, because that's how the C3 has been designed. You're not gonna have any issues with the headroom unless you're like really tall. Although the floor hump is not that high, I think the C3 is best for 2 people here in the back. But if you do need to carry the third person occasionally, I think you can, but I'm not sure if they will enjoy sitting here for too long. But like I said, the C3 is best for 2 people in the back. The seats are comfy as those in the front. The rear occupants get these USB charging ports, which is pretty cool. You also get a bottle holder in the doors. The C3 offers a boot space of 315 liters, and of course if you need to carry more, you can fold the rear backrest flat and get rid of this parcel tray. As mentioned, you can get the Citroen C3 either with a naturally aspirated petrol engine or a turbocharged petrol engine, both 1.2 liters. And you don't have automatic options just yet. The naturally aspirated unit is coupled with a 5-speed manual gearbox, while the turbocharged unit is coupled with a 6-speed manual gearbox. The naturally aspirated petrol engine offers 82 metric horsepower and 115 Newton meters of torque. Now, those numbers might sound like pretty good for a car of this size, but they're not satisfying the enthusiast in me. I think that's the best way I can put it. I mean, those numbers are good. The car has no problem pulling you even with the AC turned on. But like I said, if you are a driving enthusiast, I would definitely recommend the turbocharged petrol engine, which offers 110 metric horsepower and 190 Newton meters of torque. 190, not 119. I think those are pretty good numbers for a car of this size, and that should definitely satisfy the enthusiast in you. What else I can tell you guys? The gear shifts are pretty nice. This is not a short throw, but it's still not bad. I mean, it's not bad either. The clutch is light. The clutch is light to use. You're not gonna have knee problems operating the clutch, which is nice. And the steering, right? There's not a whole lot to talk about the steering wheel. It's super light, especially at low speeds. And as you gain speed on a highway like this, it does weigh up quite nicely. It's electrically assisted though. On the right side of the steering wheel, you got volume and phone controls. On the left side, it's a blank space where I guess you can commission some artwork from your favorite local artist. These seats are comfy, definitely. I'm liking the seats, and the suspension is also tuned for comfort. Remember, one of the key selling points of Citroen in India is comfort, and the C3 does deliver on comfort. I did go over some rough patches earlier this day, and I was quite impressed. It really is comfy. I mean, you will enjoy doing some road trips in the C3, that's for sure. What else I can tell you guys? The noise insulation is pretty good actually with all the windows up. I mean, don't compare it to Rolls-Royce, right? But still, it is pretty good for a car of this price, right? As for the safety features, you get 2 front airbags, ABS with EBD, rear parking sensors, and front seatbelt reminders as standard across the trim lineup. I mean, you got only two trims anyway. And the field trim that I'm driving here also gets speed sensitive auto door locks, which is pretty nice. I guess that's pretty much everything you need to know about the Citroen C3. I definitely enjoyed driving this for 4 days. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and do share the video with your friends who might be interested in the Citroen C3. If you haven't done it already, please do hit the like and the subscribe buttons, and also the notification button. You can't forget that, right? And